In this video, we're going to talk about gadgets and hacks. Now, let's go to Layout here and Page Elements. And on Page Elements, you'll see Add a Gadget. So these are the gadgets that are already included with Blogger. So you have your basics here. You have Featured. Okay, there'll be some of those in here. You have Most Popular. You have more gadgets, and there are thousands of them in here, and you can do a search to see if you can find one that you want. Now if you can't, you can often find custom gadgets, or you can do hacks to get your blog to do what you want. For instance, if we switch our template here, I'm going to switch my layout, and I'm going to go back to Minima for a moment. Now, if we view the blog, you notice that we have this dashboard bar up here. So if you wanted to get rid of this off of your layout, you can do that, but there is no gadget to do it right now. You have to use a hack. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's just go back here. Let's go to, I want to edit HTML. Now we need to look for a line called B-Skin. Okay, so this is near the bottom of the blog template, so that's what you're looking for. So just before that, let's just put a space in there, and then you put the following lines of code in. Okay, and I've included these in the resources document for you. Now all you do is save the template. Now let's view our blog, and as you can see, we've now gotten rid of this bar up here, so it makes it look less like a Blogger blog when you don't have that there. Now the theme that I chose actually already does that for us, so we don't have to use this with the custom theme that I chose. Okay, now that we've done that, we should also add a search box, because as you see, there was a search up here and now it's gone. So make sure that you go back here. And if you're going to do that, you can just use a page element and then just add the search box. Pick anything that you want in there. Then click Save. Okay, and if we have a look, we now have a search box over here. Okay, so that makes our blog look a little more like a custom blog. Of course, not with this Minima template, but if you chose a custom template and you were still getting that bar up there, you can use that hack to get rid of it. Now, something else that might be useful is having a donate button on your blog so that you can accept donations if somebody likes your post. Okay, now if you look in the normal gadgets and you do a search here, there doesn't seem to be one at this time anyway that'll allow you to do that. You have donate, PayPal. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can set one of those up. Now the most obvious way would just to be go into your PayPal account and set up a PayPal donate button. But there's a better way to do it than that. You can actually set up something called a Buy Me a Beer. Somebody's already gone to the trouble of doing this for us. We have this site here, and I've put a link to it in the resources document, so you can come right here and put the code in. So we can just copy this code. We can go over to Blogger, add a gadget down here, and then we'll just add a text gadget. Paste the code in. Oh, the code goes down here, not up there. Now, a couple things we need to do. This beer.gif here, what you need to do is have that resident on the internet somewhere so that you can link to it here. You could use one of the photo sharing sites, or if you have a hosting account, just upload it to your hosting account. Now if we go back to the site where we got that, he's given you an image here. So right click on that and then save the image to your computer and then upload it somewhere where you can access it. Okay, and then the next thing we need to do is change this email address here to the PayPal email address. Now the other thing you can do here, it says if you like this post, buy me a beer. If you want to change that text, go ahead. Okay, let's save that. Now let's view the blog. Okay. Here we are. If you like this post, buy me a beer. So we'll click on it. And there it goes. They just put in their donation amount in here. And that's done. Okay, so that could be a handy thing to put on your blog as well. At this point, I'm going to switch back to my template I was using. Now you'll notice that the search is down here. We should move it back over to this side. So let's go back to settings here. And let's just grab this, pull it over to the side there. Like so. Save that. Okay, so that's better. Okay, now there are also, if we go back to page elements here and we do add a gadget, we also have something here called add your own. And what it's looking for here is a HTTP address where it is located on the internet. And once you have that, you can add it by URL. Now let me show you how that's used. Let's go and do a search on Google to find some popular widgets or gadgets. Okay, so just about anything you could imagine you can probably find in Google. So if you think of something you need, go and look here first. Okay, so if we go in here, there are a bunch of gadgets here, and you'll see here there's something called Add to Blogger. And what that's going to do, let me just copy the link location so I can show you what it's doing. Just paste it here into Notepad. It's using the Blogger's function for Add Gadget. So that takes the place of doing it within here. Rather than keying in the URL here, what is happening is they're doing it for you on this site. Okay, so this part of the code is taking place of that button. And this is the HTTP address of the particular gadget. So that's how that's working. So a lot of times the sites will do that for you. Okay, so for instance, if we wanted to add this recent posts gadget, all you have to do is click the Add to Blogger down here because it already has the code in it to add it to our Blogger blog. Okay, so go to Configure Gadget. Okay, and you see what it's doing here. Click Save, and it's there. Okay, now let's just refresh here. And you'll see our recent post gadget is now here. If we go view the blog, here's our recent posts, and there is the synopsis of it there. So by using the gadgets, you can pretty much add any functionality you want. Just go search for gadgets, either within Blogger. If you don't find one there, go to Google and find one that'll work, and then install it. You can also install hacks like I showed you in the video when we installed the Hide the Toolbar hack. That concludes the video series on advanced Blogger blogging.